Do you know that 90% of presentations fail because they lack a good opening hook that grabs attention, sets the intention, and creates suspense for what follows? In this video, I'm going to share 3 best practices for starting your talk of any length. And I will tell you the 3 common practices that will make your opening flat and boring. Plus, I'm going to throw in a couple of my personal pro secrets to help you even more. In this tutorial, however, I refer to spoken remarks. Though the presentation visuals are important, but they're never as important as what you say. Because after all, in a presentation, you should be the lead singer, and the PowerPoint should be your backup singers. But first, I have a favor to ask you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share, and leave me your questions in the comments. I will respond within 24 hours. You see, the first few sentences you speak must capture their attention and arouse enthusiasm and curiosity. But you need to make them understand that what you're about to say is important to them, because at the heart of any audience is their own self-interest. What's in it for them? Think of your talk as a nicely wrapped gift that they can see the packaging, but until you open it, they don't know what's inside. In this video, I will show you what's inside my gift for you that will energize your opening and help you connect with your audience much more effectively. And it will build that momentum in the first 15 seconds. Have you ever sat through a presentation that started something like this? Hi, my name is Jack from Finance, and today I'm going to talk about our quarterly earnings. I'm a little nervous, but thank you for bearing with me. Snore. That's a one-way ticket to losing your audience in those first vital 15 seconds and sending them straight to their iPhones. Let's look at what not to do. The number one thing not to do is don't just do what I modeled. Don't apologize for being nervous or fumble with the remote clicker or start reading the slide deck. This lowers your authority and energy before you've had a chance to get into the meat of your content, right? Into your talk. The number 2 thing not to do, don't rattle off your resume. I spoke at a conference last week and most of the speakers started with their career highlights, even after the MC had introduced them. I have 30 years of experience in corporate finance and have worked for Fortune 50 companies worldwide. Yeah, it's nice. It's commendable, but you're talking about you before you're showing them why they should care. Watch your you-I ratio. Earn their attention first and make it about them. For example, in the next 30 minutes, you will understand how we made this a record quarter and why we need to build on this momentum. A little different, right? And the third mistake is to speak in a flat tone, a monotone. Today, I'm going to cover the key points of the quarterly earnings report. Fix it by using vocal variety, inflect, emphasize, because energy is contagious. And this is especially important when you're doing virtual meetings. Now, here's a pro tip. Before you open your mouth, your body is already speaking. Stand tall, smile, breathe, make eye contact with as many people as you can before the first word. If you bring zest, they will feel it. And this works in small meeting rooms, large conference halls, and it works online. Now, what are the 3 most effective ways to start a talk? Number 1, start with a bold statement, a surprising fact, or a bold statistic. Example, every 60 seconds, 500 hours of content are uploaded to YouTube, and you're here right now listening to me. That's the power of attention. Let's talk about how you can earn it. Why does this work? Because it disrupts expectations and triggers curiosity. Number 2, the second proven technique is to ask a question. It can be a provocative question or one that asks for a show of hands from the audience. To pique curiosity, ask, for example, what if I told you that everything you've learned about productivity is actually slowing you down? It works because it challenges conventional thinking. It makes people want to know the answer and stick around for it. Because when you query the audience and ask them to do something, you bring them into your topic. How many of you feel like there aren't enough hours in the day to do your job properly? That works. Number 3, the technique would be to tell a short, vivid, but true story. For example, 2 years ago, I was backstage, standing and waiting for my turn. My knees were shaking. I was about to give the most important talk of my career, and then the mic cut out. Why does it work? Because stories create connection and emotion quickly. And here's a pro tip. If you engage in conversation with audience members before your talk, you can gather anecdotes and personal stories that will warm up your opening and create immediate connections. For example, on the theme of productivity, I might say, I spoke to Mary at breakfast, and she told me that upskilling her young team is her biggest concern. Many of you are likely facing the same challenge. There are more proven ways to spark curiosity in your audience. Your opening sets the tone for what follows. Think of your presentation as a gift that your audience will appreciate. Grab attention, make them lean in, make them care. Be bold, be real, and energize. Do you want to own the room from the first word? Start with zest and energy. And don't ever start with, "Hi, my name is." If you like this video, subscribe, like, and share. Write the questions in the comments and look for the links below this video for additional resources to make your presentation openings captivating. And as always, thank you for watching.